Hello everybody, and welcome to a very special Gen Con 2020 game of Riot Quest here at Privateer Press. My name is Hungerford. I'm the lead developer here at Privateer Press, and with me is Tanner, also known as Dr. Augustus Wigglebilly in the Riot Quest community. Tanner, why don't you tell everybody what you do here?
I'm the casting lead here at Privateer Press, so I oversee our operations for the resin and metal departments that make our models.
Yeah. So obviously, we would be doing all kinds of fun stuff at Gen Con 2020 with all of you, but like most conventions this year, there simply isn't one. So we're participating in the online Gen Con 2020 this year by showing off some games, having some chats, and just generally trying to have fun and connect with everybody. So there's a couple things we want to let you know about, things that we're offering right now, before we get into the actual game. If you're new to Privateer Press, we primarily make miniature hobby war games and board games. War Machine and Hordes and Warcaster are our tabletop war games. Monster Apocalypse and Riot Quest, where we're playing today, are our hobby miniature board games. So we have a wide variety from fantasy to sci-fi to giant kaiju monsters. But we also have a special line of miniatures if you're just looking to pick up a cool mini every now and then. And especially for the Gen Con attendees, with so many RPG players and so many great diversity types of gamers out there, you can almost always find something you want on Mini Crate. So the current Mini Crate, and the way it works is a subscription service. Now you can order a single month if you want to, but if you do a subscription every month, you get a brand new model. And these are not ever older models that we reprint. We offer a completely new model every month, and that model is then never offered ever again. So this month's model is Gore 10, a robotic version of one of our oldest warcasters in War Machine, Gorton Grunback, who came out around 2006, 2007, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if you do the 6-month subscription, you also receive a free VIP model that comes in the next shipment. And that model right now is 00 Debray. We have a spy espionage type character in War Machine called Anastasia Debray, so we decided to go a little bit further with that concept for the special sculpt and just go straight James Bond with her. Now, we don't just do mini crates about War Machine and Riot Quest, we also have other mini crates available. The Legend of the Five Rings mini crate. If you play the RPG, or if you're just a fan of L5R at all, we have one for that line as well. The current model, as described by August 4th, is Yoritomo. Just like the main line, there's also a VIP that if you do a 6-month sub, you get a VIP model. And that is Sheikah Spear Dancer, available, I believe, for a few more months now. There's another mini crate line based on the works of Robert E. Howard, and that is the Savage mini crate. And the current model, available until August 12th, is Conan the Savage. The dopest Conan, rocking an M60. I don't remember which comic it's from.
He's very historically accurate, though.
No, but he is comic book cool. I forget which issue it was specifically where this ended up happening. It might have been Savage Avengers for all I can remember, but it's been a while. But anyway, this is a fantastic take on Conan, especially if you're running, kind of a Strange Worlds RPG of any sort. This also just makes a fantastic barbarian with a huge gun. Now, every Gen Con, we partner with the RAM. We make a special RAM model. It's usually a model for one of our games that is holding a beer, drinking a beer, enjoying beer in some way. We have a big party at the RAM, we make t-shirts and mugs. Obviously, that this year is not happening, but we are still making the model. We would be selling a Gen Con available right now. For our newest game, Warcaster, which is a tabletop sci-fi war game, there's a faction known as the Eternus Continuum, and one of their toughest, hardest hitting solos is the Marauder. So we're making the Marauder available as part of the 2020 Gen Con exclusive. This model is available for the entire weekend at store.privateerpress.com while supplies last. So if you're interested in picking it up, make sure you do so as soon as you possibly can. Now, back to what we're doing today. We're about to have some fun. We're about to play probably the most quick-paced, easiest to learn, most casual, but also one of the most customizable games that we make, and that's Riot Quest.
I'm inclined to agree with all those statements.
Riot Quest came out last year and is a very chaotic arena skirmish game where you build a crew of heroes, almost MOBA style, where you just pick the heroes you want. You bring a handful of gear, things you can equip them with. Think of it like the shop in a MOBA. And then there are different treasure decks and bounty decks. Treasure decks get you loot to buy gear. Bounties are how you win the game. You can use any bounty deck you want, and there's only ever 2 bounties in play at a time. It's randomly shuffled. You're trying to score those. You can also beat up your opponents to score some points. The first person to 7 points wins. And because of the modularity of what map you're playing on, what gear you brought, what treasure you're fighting over, and what the bounties are to even win the game, you get a game that has a really great amount of replayability. And you're never going to have two games that play out the same.
This is a great game for a miniature hobbyist that likes to collect, likes to paint, and likes to play games, but isn't looking to break out 30 models every time they want to sit down and play. It's got a great tactical aspect to it, and it's also just quick and fun to set up, like Hungerford said.
Yeah, I mean, our game that we're about to play for you all now, you're probably going to sit about 20 minutes. I mean, if things go long, they could go like 45 maybe, but we'll see. One thing, if you're looking at our setup, you probably noticed this right here. This is not, your monitor's not broken. Nor is your monitor broken right here. Obviously, we're wearing our masks. We are as social distance as we can be playing a tabletop game. And we have a gigantic pane of plexiglass in between us right now.
Gigantic.
I mean, it is bigger than I can conceivably make sense to you right now. It starts here and it ends here to keep ourselves safe. So that line you see in the middle is that, and Tanner is going to be in control of putting down all the bounty and treasure tokens. I'll be in control of the cards. We'll be in control of our own loot and damage tokens, and we'll be rolling our own separate dice and separate dice trays. We'll also be moving our own models. So we should be pretty safe overall.
As much as we can be.
So we're going to be playing today using the original Mayhem Starter Box Treasure Deck, the original Mayhem Starter Box Bounty Deck, and then we're going to be playing on a different map than what comes in the starter. We're playing on the Neoprene Hole Grinder map, which, as you can see, is basically two pirate ships with gangplanks in the middle. And what's going to be fun is when we end up with characters in these spaces right here on the board, because they're going to disappear under the giant line, but that's okay. Just know that they're there. Know that we're not playing a game where this line is impenetrable and you can't get across, because that would be really hard.
It's just for safety, folks.
It's just for safety. So I'll talk about my crew, and then you say who's in your crew.
Absolutely.
So my crew, we're playing Adventuring Party. Adventuring Party is one of the formats. It means you bring exactly 6 models. You bring 6 heroes. The game has 6 classes: Fighter, Guard, Scout, Rogue, Gunner, and Specialist. An Adventuring Party is, of all the heroes that are available for the game, which is well over 40 at this point, you pick 1 from each class. So other games you might be able to take multiple fighters, multiple guards, but in this one it's 1 of each. And every class has its own strengths. Fighters are good at melee damage, gunners are good at range damage, specialists are support. The thing that their kind of class would indicate to you. I brought Captain Crawtooth. My favorite gator is my fighter. Bamfist, one of the starter models, and just a fantastic specialist to help try and make my action dice go a little further. Harlow Hold'em High is my scout, so I can shoot everybody. Leadfoot and Treads, the pig tank, as my gunner, because it's my favorite gunner in the game. James, the automaton robot, because I think she's one of the best guards, and she hurts you as you hurt her. And then Gorman the Mad as my rogue, because he's a debuff rogue. Specifically, if you put gear on yourself, he can hit you with his alchemical spray and dissolve your gear, so I can try and stop your upgrades.
I think Gorman will forever be relevant purely because of that. It's
Yes.
so useful.
I agree.
So I'm bringing for my fighter the Terrorizer, who is an agonizer who got sick of it and hoofed it.
Yeah.
And he's good because he can make multiple attacks per turn. He's allowed to use his ranged attack and his melee attack in the same turn, so he can do a lot of damage. Eris, who is the scout from the original starter box, speed kills in this game, and she's got it. I've also brought Leadfoot and Threads, purely because he's a little newer to me. I was kind of thinking about bringing Scythe, but he's a lot of fun to play. Floodbug, again, highly mobile. He can get treasure chests from several spaces away, which makes it a lot easier for you to get around the board and get money. I brought Sir Dreyfus because I was hoping we'd be playing on Hole Grinder, which we are. He's got the leap ability, which is going to allow him to move over enemy models that are trying to take up these choke points down the center flanks. And then Widget, purely because her and anybody next to her gets to re-roll their blue dice on rig checks, which can really, really save you the game.
All right, so I'm going to start flipping over some bounty cards and some treasure cards. Actually, there's something very important I need to point out. So, before this all hit, we streamed a lot of games. Tanner is a fantastic Riot Quest player. Just fantastic. He's cursed, though. Tanner's never won a game of Riot Quest on stream. So,
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Ooh.
No, I keep track. And so for all of you watching at home right now, I want you to decide before you watch this if you want Tanner's curse to be broken and for him to win, or if you want to watch Tanner continue to suffer.
Well, the thing about this game is the stakes are actually very, very high. Because see, I'm playing for a professional record, I'm playing for bragging rights, and I'm playing for a legacy. Hungerford here is playing for half a sandwich and a ride to the bus stop after work.
It's a good
So it's
sandwich.
real.
It's 100% good. Well, the thing is, I've won every game we played on stream. So for you to catch up, you have to beat me on stream. I think we're at three times now.
Hey.
But more importantly, it's not up to you and I. It's up to everybody watching at home to use your personal voodoo. Don't use voodoo. Use your own personal magic. Use whatever it is you want to use to influence this game. So decide now. Does Tanner win? Does Tanner lose? We'll find out. It's not up to us. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right.
So our first treasure chest that's going to go down is going to be the hidden chest, which is going to pop up on the 4. And the hidden chest, like all starter chests, is openable by a certain type of class without having to spend an action die, and that's going to be the Scouts. Okay. Our first bounty card is Wrecked Face. It's worth 2 VPs, and it says, if a hero super damages an enemy and opens a chest on the same activation, you score this bounty. And our second one is, look, a death trap.
Everybody's favorite.
So the death trap shows up in the middle of the board. At the end of each player's turn, we can move it 1 space. If a hero's ever in the same space as it, they die instantaneously.
Oh no.
And a hero can spend an action die to try and break the trap, scoring the points if you can successfully break it. Fighter and Scouts are better at it. So let's roll to see who begins the game with priority. You got a 1?
I got a 2.
You got a 2, okay. Well, I got a 3, so it would seem that the mojo's already on my side. It's good. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start with, let's go and start with Harlow. And Harlow's going to spawn in at the 2.
Now, Harlow is really good in general, but I also find that he's quite good on this map because you do sometimes what's called a party vote, which is when all of your heroes spawn on the same side. And this puts a lot of people in Harlow's range to be able to shoot 2 people at once. I think he's very good on this map.
He's the party boat crasher.
Ooh, indeed. Filling full of holes. I'm going to go with the Terrorizer. He's a mean machine. And he's going to spawn gate number 2 right next to his good buddy.
Welcome to the party boat. I'm going to rock up some Crawtooth, my favorite gator.
This is his map.
This is his map. How did I drop the die down there? I rolled the die into a hole and it will never be free again. Tony, I need another die. Oh wait, no, I got one, Tony. Tanner managed to get it.
I didn't touch it.
Crawtooth's going to show up with a 4.
All right.
Tony can edit that. Can totally edit all of this.
We'll do it live. All right. I am bringing out Lead, Foot, and Treads. I can't resist because I haven't gotten to play much and he's a lot of fun. Spawn gate number 1, way over on Billy's side.
I too am going to bring out my Lead, Foot, and Treads. Hey, over by my Leadfoot, my good buddy.
It might have pigs in it, but does it have pigs in it? I'm going to spawn my girl Widget at number 3. Okay, I really don't like that I'm all on one side of the board, and I find that usually when this happens, you spawn 3 of your heroes on one side of the board, and then your 4th one ends up on the opposite side.
They end up in Narnia.
They end up very, very dead very, very soon.
Bamfist will be my last choice.
Oh, no.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, quite the grouping there, I will say.
Actually, I'm going to put him, I have a plan on my first turn.
Plan, yes, a plan. All right, Floodboat, can't resist. He's too good. Yeah, spawn gate number 3. Okay, so all of my heroes are on one boat. Not sure that I love that.
That seems really good. I'm kind of into it.
It could be okay.
All right, so let's start off. I'm going to help you out a little bit, though, so don't worry.
We'll see about that.
I'm going to have Crawtooth go first.
All right, then.
I'm going to spend 1 of my action die, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to attack with my range 3, 1, 2, 3.
I don't like this at all.
Hook the Terrorizer.
And if you hit him, you're going to pull him right onto that death trap, aren't you?
I will successfully hit him. Actually, I rolled a 5. I believe. No, that doesn't super damage.
Super damage.
And then I'm going to pull you onto the death trap and just kill you.
No scrap for you, though.
No, but I didn't want the Terrorizer on the board. And then because I'm a fighter, and that's the death trap, I'm going to try and break it. That means normally instead of rolling 3, I get to roll 3 and 1 red to pass the test.
Because you know it.
I pass,
Good for you.
so I score that, getting myself 2 points. And the death trap token is broken and goes away.
Does that feel good? I bet that feels good.
It did feel pretty good. It did feel, I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty great turn.
I missed my terrorizer.
I know, but maybe he'll be back later.
That actually, surprisingly, with how many games I have played, that is the first time that I have seen Karatu pull somebody onto the landmine before.
Really?
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
It's glorious. I love it.
So your turn starts, so there always have to be 2 bounties in play. So the next bounty is Brain Snatcher, which says put a Cortex token on a random treasure beacon. The Cortex token appears on the 1. And if a player ever ends with 2 of their heroes adjacent to this, they score it. It's worth 1 VP.
All right, first and foremost, I need to spawn a new hero because one of mine got a knocked out, LL Cool J style. All right, I'm going to put my main man, Sir Dreyfus, into play, and he's going to go right next to my boy.
You just hate this other bug.
Left foot and treads. Yeah.
It's a good thing we have this panel in between us so that you can keep being over here on my side.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, that treasure chest is looking mighty enticing, and I might be able to do some super damage to Harlow in the same turn, but I'm not super confident about that. So what I'll go ahead and do is I will activate Floodlug, and I'm going to raid that treasure chest, which I can do from up to 3 spaces away, so I'm more than good. And we got 1 strike.
Gain 3 loot tokens.
Excellent.
And and you can immediately move a model in your crew 2 spaces.
Oh, that's 2 great. And let's see, what kind of toys did we bring? Anything good for your melee attacks? Not really. Well, okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I got this identity masker. This comes with Lord Azazello.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to go ahead and for my 3 coins, or actually only for 1 coin, because he is next to Widget. So it's going to be discounted by 2 because of the Tinker ability that she has. I'm going to give him the identity masker, so I can give him one of the core rules from one of the other classes, and I'm going to give him the charge rule, which fighters have.
Now, he doesn't get that right now.
Oh,
because I
at
didn't
the start of this hero's activation. Actually, I'm still okay with that.
Yes.
And he is going to, does he have to move first? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's going to have to move first. But I do want that right face.
Oh, you're going to try and come super damage Harlow?
I want to. I'd really like to.
Good luck. Ooh, moving to cover? All right.
Yeah. And yeah, he's going to go ahead and take an attack at Mr. Harlow.
All right. Let's see what you get.
Probably not a 5.
Maybe.
We got a 2.
I'll take a point.
It'll hit him.
Ow. Harlow gets slapped with a tongue. He hates it.
And I'll go ahead and turn it over to you. You need a new
treasure. So the new treasure chest is the ticking chest, which guards open for free.
We're at beacon number 2.
Over there, interestingly enough. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
It is that time of year. It's July.
It is that time. I've got a few different choices here. They're all very weird.
I don't think you have a plan. I think you're stalling.
No, I've got a few different plans. Leadfoot and Treads is going to activate. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And drop off Bamfist. Here.
Yep.
That's my turn.
All right, then. That's quite a blockade you've made. Well, it's going to be real easy for me to snatch that brain. So that's what I'm going to do.
Start running over there.
I'm going to go ahead and take my Leadfoot and Treads, who are doing the same thing the Hungerford's Leadfoot and Treads did with the ride-along ability, is going to tow drive us with him.
Yep.
I'm going to end my turn just like that and pick up Brain Snatcher.
You get a point.
I do indeed. You need a new bounty to start off your turn, bud.
Bullseye. If you ever roll someone's defense exactly, you score this one.
Yo.
Got 2 dice left, which means I have to do this in a very specific order. Bamfist is going to activate. He's going to use his Empower ability to take 2 white dice off of Crawtooth and add them back to my pool. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to spend 1, and I'm going to move Bamfist here and pick myself up a loot token.
Very good, very good.
And Yeah, I'm pretty good with that.
You just got that one monies.
Yeah, 1 monies, 2 dice left. Back to you.
All right, I have 2 dice left, and I have a choice of Dreyfus and Widget. I think I got a pretty decent chance of Bullseye and Harlow. With Widget, honestly.
Just run up and brain him with the wrench?
Yeah, well, see, mathematically, because she got 3 blue dice, I think she has a better chance of getting a 2 than Dreyfus would by going all the way over there with 4 dice.
Sure.
And yeah, I'm thinking I might just want to Bullseye him and take him out and get those extra fucking scraps. So Widget's gonna run over there.
Hey girl.
Hello, my friend.
And just try and whack me with a wrench?
And hope for a fantastic assassination. That's a 3, so I'm not gonna get the Bullseye
Or the
knockout. Yep.
Boop. I like it.
I'm sure you do.
Now, let me look at my gear cards and what I can do on my turn.
I am diced, so take it away.
I do like that. Harlow is going to spend 1 to move to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm then going to spend the 1 loot I picked up earlier because I'm next to my specialist to give him bang rounds.
All right then.
I'm then going to spend my 1 shot, 3 blue, 1 red from the bang rounds, and I'm going to ambidextrous shoot Flugwug and Widget.
Yep.
Widget is a 1/4 because she's in my spotter range. Flugwug is a 6/7.
Because he is in cover and not in your spotter range.
So, easy game. I'll roll a 6, so I will super damage.
Serious?
Yes. I'll super damage Widget. I'll score Bullseye from hitting Flugwug, putting me at 3 points.
You disgust me.
And I will beat you both back. I'll beat Flugwug back here.
Mm-hmm.
Widget can stay right where she's at.
I don't like that. Are you diced as well now?
Actually, Flugwug, you can go right there.
That's good with me too.
Yeah, I am now diced out. So, into the round, you got to see if your terrorizer wakes up.
On Terrorizer. No, sir.
All right, let's roll. See who goes first. What'd you get?
A lot. 2, 4, 6, 8.
8. Well, I only got a 6.
All right.
You get the first go. You need a new bounty.
You hooked me up with a bounty, sir.
Wasteland Mugging. A hero can rig another hero to rob them. You steal 2 loot from that player, you gain 2 yourself. You get 1 VP if you rob somebody, and rogues are better at it.
Okay. Well, I don't think Wreck Face is going to do it for me here, so. What I certainly can do is, while I can get the bonus red by bringing Flugwug over there to do the job, I think I'm better off with the reroll from Widget, who's already in bad shape and probably isn't going to last long.
Sure.
So Widget's going to go run over the, and actually, she has flight, so if I can make it clear over your boys, I just might do that. I can. Just for the funsies.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and rig on Crawtooth to get that Wasteland money.
Sure.
And she gets a reroll of all her blue dice on her rig, so we'll see if I end up needing that. I'm gonna reroll these 2.
Oh. You got it.
We got it. We got it.
You gain 2 loot. I don't have any loot to give you because I'm actually out.
But if he did have 2 loot, I would steal it from him.
And you get another point.
Hey!
Hey!
The dose. And actually, it turns out that I super wanted to hit Harlow and knock him out, but that's fine.
I was curious.
I'm saving the dice.
Okay, so you're done?
Yes, sir.
All right, so my turn starts. I need a new bounty. Bounty is weird little bugger. So a gremlin shows up.
Right on your Banfist.
My Banfist immediately picks it up because he's in the same space as it. And if he's ever adjacent to, well, he can rig to try and coddle the gremlin and calm it down. If he fails, it teleports away from him to a random treasure beacon. I get the benefit if I'm standing next to where the current treasure chest is.
Banfist just suckling the gremlin like a baby. That's the way you described it.
I mean, that is literally what happens. Harlow Sure, man. Harlow is going to shoot
And Widget?
at Widget.
Only physics matter.
Actually, Harlow's going to move to here.
Okay.
Then Harlow is going to shoot at Widget.
Okay. He's gonna miss this time.
Well, that's not a miss.
Yeah, it's not this.
So I will kill Widget.
Ah, my Widget.
I'll get a scrap card.
Right in the Widget.
I have some scrap cards in my own.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Wow. So aggressive.
What? This doesn't have anything to do with you.
So I'm at 4. Yeah, Harlow's good. He's just going to end his turn right there.
Well, that's not very polite.
He just walked back to the safety of his team hanging on the gangplank and was like,
All right. I need to spawn a hero then, because you seem to like knocking mine out, and all I have to choose from
look,
is Eris.
I did not expect to have a Harlow, okay? I thought he was going to get brained with a wrench.
And Eris is going to number 4.
Oh, she's on this
Right in, yeah, just yeah.
side. Just, oh, hey, girl.
Ooh, man, she does not have a high chance of super damaging Leadfoot and Dreads, that's for sure. So I don't think she's going to be the move. Wreckface still out on the board. The only way I'm getting weird little buggers is if I steal it from you, which again, not going to happen.
It's very unlikely.
So let's see if I can go 1, 2, 3. That'll be in range. I could possibly super damage Crawtooth, and I think we should definitely go for it. So Eris is going to run.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Or I guess 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
And she's going to take a shot at Crawtooth.
Okay. Crawtooth is a 2/5.
And yeah, I'm going to put 2 white dice on this, but actually, I'm going to give her the hook shot first because I really need to make sure this works.
Sure.
So I'm going to spend 3, put the hook shot on her, which gives her an extra red dice on her ranged attacks. And when she super damages somebody, she gets 2 loot tokens.
Okay.
Okay. She's only going to need 1 left over to raid that chest, so I'm going to put 2 white dice on this attack. She's got her 3 blue base plus 1 red from the hook shot. Woo! And we really want to hit a 5. Oh, it's a 5 exactly. Woo!
I take super damage.
Yep. And then she is going to use her Swift Hunter.
Yep.
Because she hit something. And then that's going to put her right next to that chest. She's going to go ahead and spend a white dice
To crack it open?
Rate it. And I will roll that for the result. I get double strikes.
Gain 4 loot tokens, and you can immediately place a model in your crew, means in play, so that's anybody on the table, adjacent to any spawn gate.
Excellent. Adjacent to any spawn gate. Any spawn gate I choose, huh? Hello.
Dig it. And you score Wreckface,
Sure do.
putting you at 4. We're tied. Now you did dice yourself out.
Cha-ching! How many dice do you have? 4?
At 4.
Perfect.
So you have no dice left, which means I get to basically keep going.
I could see no ways this could go wrong.
So when my turn starts, there is a new treasure chest, which is the fighter chest, or the iron chest, and it's going to appear at the 3.
Da-ding.
Yep. Then there's a new bounty, which is frickin' imposters, which is if a hero of a class knocks out a hero of the same class, you score this one.
Indeed.
Bam Fist is going to go. Actually, we'll start with the easy stuff first. Crawtooth is going to go.
All right then.
Crawtooth is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Crawtooth is then going to use his long hook to catch himself an Eris.
He's gonna try.
She's a 4/5.
Yes.
I got a 5,
All
so
right.
I'll super damage her.
All right.
Then Crawtooth has the snacking rule that says when I hit somebody, roll a red die. So Crawtooth is going to heal for 2.
Are you kidding me?
He'll heal all the damage he took. And then the hook drags you in. I'm going to put you right there.
Right up close and personal.
All right. Then it comes back to my turn. Bam Fist is going to go. He's going to spend 1. He's going to empower Harlow, taking 2 dice off of him.
Saw that coming.
He'll then be done. Harlow is then going to activate. Harlow is going to move to here,
Okay.
picking this up. I think that was mine or yours.
That one came out of my bag.
Okay, so I'll just get one.
Take a fresh one, yeah.
Harlow's going to move to there. Then he's going to spin one to shoot Eris with his bang rounds under Spotter.
Checks out. This is effectively a 3-4.
I kill her.
Yep.
So I get freaking imposters
And
and a scrap card,
that's true.
putting me at 6 points.
Ooh, we're sweating now, aren't we?
And a loot token drops where she was. Comes back to my turn. There's a new bounty card. It's Bombing Run. So the bomb shows up underneath. He can't hold 2.
Oh, he can't hold 2 tokens?
No, you can't have. You have to have only one at a time. So it's actually in that space.
Fascinating.
And the target is the 6. So whoever can get the bomb from there over to the 6. So my last activation is going to be Leadfoot and Treads. Now I only need one more point to win because 7 VPs is the win. So I'm going to spin Leadfoot Treads. I'm going to move. I'm going to ride along Harlow. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Leadfoot and Treads is going to pick up the bomb.
Okay.
And I'm going to dump Harlow off right here.
So what we don't like about this is he's
Actually-
holding the key to victory, and he's super hard to kill. He's a literal tank.
Okay. That's the end of the turn. Let's roll to see if anybody wakes up out of the cooler.
I get 3 cooler rolls.
Like, I'm
I got one of them back. Are you kidding me, dude?
At least you'll get to have 4 people on the board. Let's roll to see who goes first.
I hope it's me. 4.
4. We got to re-roll.
All right. Let's hope it's a 5 this time.
You gotta believe. What'd you get?
3.
6.
GG.
All right. I get to go first.
Yup.
I will do Leadfoot and Treads. They will ride along Harlow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop Harlow off in cover. I'll spend 1, and I will attempt to plant the bomb.
Who gets the bonuses again?
Undamaged people with the bomb.
Perfect. This could do it. Oh, so super does it.
Good. We can't shake hands, so we'll just screen high five. Good game, Tanner.
Well,
good game.
the good news is that Hungerford won't go hungry tonight, and he'll get to go home afterwards.
I get both the
I don't
sandwich
feel so bad.
and the bus ride home. For all of you watching at home, thank you for whatever sorcery you used to continue the curse on Tanner. Now, we're hoping that by 2023 he can get a win in, but that's up to you. So you have to make sure to check out our various games that we put on, especially we put on Riot Quest, because Tanner's going to be here for them to see what's happening. You're getting there one day. It's up to the people, though. It's completely up to the people.
See, what I need to do is just play War Machine on stream, because that always works out.
Does it? Wait, have you always won every game of War Machine you played on stream?
No, I think I'm like 1-1 or 2-1 or something like that.
Okay, I was going to say, because if you have like a curse for Riot Quest, but you have a blessing for War Machine,
It's weird, because I play this all the time.
Yeah, you play way more Riot Quest than you do War Machine.
Correct.
Absolutely. So anyway, thank you all for joining us. Please go check out store.privateerpress.com for the special Gen Con model, and keep watching. We're going to have more streams, more shows, and more celebration of Gen Con 2020 with all of you. Until next time, everyone, be safe and have fun.